hear anything else from you because I need time for me. I need time to take my bath. I need time to talk on the phone. I need me time. That's me. That's for me. It's not like, oh, can I? No. There's no time for you. You always have to make, you have to make time for, yourself. And I had them, and I had my mother. She had a leg cut off. I had all of that to do with her. Once I did everything with them, I did everything with her. Now it's time for me. So it was a lot of times that I would end up going to bed at like midnight because I just wanted some me time. No time to have to do this for you or this. This is just time for me. So it's just like with him, with the me time, just always make sure you have time for you, whether it's 1 hour, half an hour, just to have time, just to reflect on your day, to be there for, yourself, not having to do with everyone, for everyone.
I have a question about, you made good grades. Was it you pushing, or was it you pushing for those, I'm just curious, because I can say my daughter, I want her to go to good school, but it bully her. She wants to go MIT. I'm like, okay, we're going to try to figure out how to get you there. I don't say no, but it's like, I'm just curious if that came from you or from him.
Both. My other son, Jamie was always like wanted to do. But my other son, Gregory, sometimes he didn't push himself as much. But it's a bad thing, but it's a good thing what happened to Gregory. Gregory ended up getting left back in 6th grade. So it's a bad thing, but I told Gregory, I said, look, and they always had kind of been in a little competition, type of thing. I told Gregory, I said, you keep messing around and not doing what you're supposed to do, Jamie's gonna pass you and be in your in your grade or in your class or whatever. He's gonna pass you. Once he knew that, Gregory straight, And so I mean, it was a bad thing, but it was a good thing too. So it helped. It helped both of them. And now Gregory is going to school to be a nurse. Gregory's worked in Einstein Hospital and for 6 years, and he would go upstairs and help the patients, and they said, well, you helping all the patients and helping picking them up, and why don't you just go to school, because the hospital will pay for you. So my other son is going to school and getting, he doesn't have to pay for it. So that's, I don't have to pay for it because the hospital is paying for him to go to school. So it's working out. And with Jamie doing research, that's helping him, get credits and paid for and stuff like that, because he's doing that.
I'm also a single parent, and my daughter is really, it's really, you worked, I'm assuming you worked,
yes.
And so when you come home, it's sort of like helping with homework,
yes.
And I have a child who will not start homework. I do the same thing. For me to have me time, I go to bed at 2 in the morning. But it's very hard for me to do what? It's 11 o'clock. I don't care if your homework's done. You need to, because I'm so happy that she wants to talk to me and that she wants to spend time with her mom and wants to, but it does, I have weeks when I'm just I need to ship her off somewhere. I need some of that me time because she looks at me, she's like, Mom, you're not listening to me. Or I'm falling asleep when she's in the middle of a sentence. It really is important. I think as parents, especially women, we try to do everything. And then we realize we are not doing everything well. Because we're trying to be the perfect parents and work and keep a clean house and figure out all the programs that we can get our kids into, because I don't know how many people can afford college these days.
And I, like Jamie, I had him, basketball, football, all of these sports, all the sports and everything. And, some people don't like a lot of people in their house, but I would have rather my kids have the kids in the house than to have them out the house, and then I don't know where they are. So there were plenty of times that I had 14 boys in my house, and they would play the game, and it would be like 4 in their room, 4 in this room, 4 in that room, but they all playing the same game. But they were all in my house. And so it's like, okay, I got frying chicken, I've got big pitcher Kool-Aid, and I'm and I'm just like, and then they would say, oh, Mom, we're gonna play basketball, football. So I got the camera, and I'm like this, cold, freezing, shaking, watching football game and this snowball fights. And then they all come inside, I make hot chocolate and everything, and then they all sit and watch the game. You missed it, you know. So it was just good. So now, even though some of those boys turned out not so good, went on the wrong side of the track. When they came out of jail and stuff like that, when they see me, it's like respect, Miss Parker, how you Miss Parker, they're still not so bad. They're bad, but they're not, and then there's some that turned out really good. But it's like they remember that I was always there for them, and they was like, we're going to Miss Parker's house, so it's good to, know who your kids' friends are, and know, and be there for the friends, for the friends too. But, there's always some jealousies and things like that, and, so one of the friends ended up robbing us, so, you live and you learn, but, it's still just always be there for them. Like they say, Ma, I got a basketball game, and the job that I have, I work for the federal government for 25 years. We get flex time, which is you work an extra hour a day to get a day off. So I was lucky to have that job, so that Jamie said, Ma, I have a basketball game, I have a this, that. I'm like, can I take off, 3 hours for this? Can I take off, my day off? Can I use it for this field day, for this? So it worked out that I was able to be there, for them, with that type of job. And I know everybody doesn't have that type of job, but it worked out to